is one against the non-assault this Rillaboom without protect, which lets me go for a fake out Moonblast.
How do you think we feel?
And then I can go for knockoff Moonblast for the win.
We survived.
Assuming that Dragonite goes down against
I can't believe we survived that.
Hyper Voice here.
Fire
Maybe I should
up.
just Moonblast it for safety, but they have to... They could Grassy Glide and get the KO that way, which would be really bad. This was not a guaranteed win. I messed it up.
Goodbye.
Especially with Life Orb recoil. And again, Grassy's range is helping me here. Have they Terra already? They have. No, they haven't. Oh, it's Terra Fire Rillaboom. She survives.
I don't mean to be mean.
I messed this up so badly, I fear.
Oh, never mind. We're gonna buy. But I need the dummy. I need to test something on the dummy.
Wait, do I even survive this? This is Miracle Seed. I actually think I messed this up incredibly badly. I barely survived. It takes some recoil.
Yeah, never mind. Oh man, I shouldn't have bought an item because I bought it.
God, this is gonna be really close. Have they Terra'd already? Am I forgetting? Cerulege didn't Terra. Oh, I'm down to another. Wait, I go down to another one. To another attack. I actually managed to throw this. That's actually crazy. I had a safe-ish win condition and I didn't find it.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Can't.
So now what? That's the question, right?
Yeah, I blame your road.
Now I have to call whether or not they're going to Terra.
Yeah.
And if I get it wrong, I lose. It's a 50. It's a true 50-50.
That was insane. Actually said the... Yeah, I am in a hell.
Are they going to Terra or are they not going to Terra? They haven't Terra'd yet. They should Terra.
GG's.
Is it even worth
I always
me
get these
Force of
wrong.
Entropy
I'll go
here,
for
or
the
should I
Terra.
just go Gargoyle?
See us.
See you, man. Have a good night.
Sounds worth it.
I went Gargoyle because I've got Apex Inventor, so the aim is like that's an 8-second cooldown on Gargoyle,
A little bit too close
and
to
a
come for comfort there.
3-second cooldown on Titanic Hydra.
I'm just gonna keep set at arm's length as much as I can.
Yeah, I'll see if I can. All right. He's in the.
Okay. Okay. Well, we won. It was extremely scuffed, but we did win. I think this is going to be tough to win a second game in, based on how this game one went.
Try and get third, yeah. Fine,
Yeah, I think this is going to be really tough. Okay.
Got a shield. I'll just make it.
Well,
Yep.
we got a win on the board, which is good.
Huh, yeah.
How am I going to beat the Cerulege a second time? Actually, how am I gonna beat the Cerulege a second time?
That's okay.
Everything was a problem. All of the I wanted to get the swamp up, but I couldn't do it in the face of the ape escape. But what am I supposed to do about that? They're annihilated outspeeds my Blaziken even at +1, right?
It's just, yeah, stunned all day. Look at his healing as well. Like, I can be free punching him with my passive and I'm not actually hurting him.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh, well.
Thanks, Gamble.
Yeah, catch him up. Second was a lot better than I was expecting.
Look how much damage. That set did over 100,000 damage.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, I think they were set in
Okay.
first place.
I mean, against that lead, what are my best
GG, boys.
options?
Thanks for games.
Yeah. Catch up.
See ya.
Skeleturge cannot, in any circumstance, damage their Cerulege. And it's also not very good versus Charizard. I guess the question is, should I bring Rillaboom here, right? Rillaboom gives me second fake out, which can be valuable, but it's... Hang on. I think I lead the same. And I definitely need Incidence matchup. So the question is, would I rather bring Rillaboom here, who isn't necessarily good on paper? Rillaboom gives me a bit more... It gives me a second chance to get the pledges up if Serperior goes down. It also gives me a second form of fake out, which is pretty valuable, but it can't... I mean, Blaziken literally cannot touch Cerulege. I'm going to go for second form of fake out because neither Charizard or Whimsicott has protect. And drum beating can potentially cheese me a... Yeah, I'm going to bring Rillaboom because it's better at... I guess Blaziken also provides support in that way. I need to get the Swamp up, I think, to have a chance at this. This is gonna be so tough. Okay, Annihilate Ceruled. Interesting. They don't have any priority is the thing. It left Instant with 16 HP, right? So 202 minus 16 is... I think I genuinely survive a hit. Is that wrong? I want to get the pledge up. That would be... Because plus 16 is 203. It was 16, right? I'm pretty sure. Go for Leaf Storm and Protect here. They might go for Coaching, which is kind of okay. I actually think I prefer Coaching here over anything else. They also could go for U-turn. Oh, they're probably going for U-turn, actually. I forgot about U-turn. Okay, that might have been this was probably a mistake on my part. No Terra. I mean, they're really open against Primarina. They go for Coaching. Okay, this is actually genuinely okay. They get to +1, which is definitely bad. Oh, wait, it's not okay. Because they can go for... it's okay. That's a Superior impression. Yeah, they go for Poltergeist. Okay, interesting. So I have two options here. Number one, I can go for a second Leaf Storm if I want. Number two, I can go for Pledges. The thing is that they actually don't have... They don't have any priority. So... Like, okay, they can get a ton of boosts up, but like, who cares? I could stack Primarina here. I could also save it. I think I should save it, right? Go for a Leaf Storm. Leaf Storm can miss, though. Terra Stellar, Terra Blast. Go for another Leaf Storm. Oh, wait, but they could just Bitter Blade me, right? So you know what you know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna Leaf Storm and Hyper Voice. I'm gonna force them to kill Primarina here. Okay, it didn't work. I should have gone for Pledges. If I got Pledges up that turn, I was actually so lit. I don't want to KO here. Like, I actually don't. Okay, that's really good. It's really, really good. I don't have Grassy Glide, though. I think let's just swamp him. This looks bad, right? Because they're getting all set up. However... Yeah, they're Annihilate that's stuck on the field here. Because the Cerulege does not have... It doesn't have priority. And so what this allows me to do basically is I'm stealing speed control here. Right? I'm using the swamp now. To do this. What? How strong is that move? What? Anyway, I have speed control now. Poltergeist can miss. It didn't miss. Bad. Okay, that's into Primarina, which is bad. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely bad. However, now they've got Cerulege, okay? I go into Instant here. I drop them by one stage. Okay. The problem now is the Dragonite, because I did just give up my best Dragonite answer. But it's not so bad, right? Ghost doesn't resist grass. So what I can do here is go for Leaf Storm here and just leave the Annihilate on the field, right? Leaf Storm and side Parting Shot here to get another boost. And that gives me Fake Out Pressure next turn, which then allows me to KO the Cerulege. So I traded basically... I just want to make sure I'm getting used to the swamp turns, right? The thing is, they might not want to switch, because if I read the switch and they switch into, like, pretty much anything, they can be in real trouble. It's base 150? I mean, I know it's base 150. I thought, okay, actually, I thought it was base 160. Fine, you got me. I thought it was base 160. But still, it's a resisted move, and it's grass type, so you would think it wouldn't do that much damage. The Annihilate switch is okay. Into what? Rillaboom? Yep, here's Rillaboom. That's fine, because now... This is going to be Protect, most likely, which is okay. Because I'm still setting up. They didn't Protect! Grassy Terrain's active! This is +4 Sorry. Currently it's +4. However, I parting shotted myself, which normally you don't want to do. However, because of contrary, this is now +5 superior. And I have fake out pressure active, and importantly, the swamp is still up. And also importantly, they cannot protect this turn. +5 superior. Now this game is not over yet at all, because the last Pokemon's most likely Dragonite, who I do not have good answers for with my double grass. Shoot, I clicked the wrong button. It is Dragonite, okay. So the question is, how many turns of Swamp are left? Is there 2 or 1? Sorry, 1. 2 turns of Swamp left. Okay, so what I can do here is, I think I can win this. I'm gonna Terra Stellar, Terra Blast here because I don't need my Terra for anything else, and fake out into the Rillaboom. Wait, the Rillaboom's Fire Terra. This, I didn't run the calc, but this should KO. And what this allows me to do basically is force the Annihilate in next turn when Swamp is still active. Right, this gets the KO. There's 2, I checked, I did everything right. There's 2 turns of Swamp left. So I get to go for Terra Stellar, Terra Blast. I ignore the Dragonite for a turn, and I fake out the Rillaboom. Then they go into Annihilate, but there's still 1 turn of Swamp left. And because there's 1 turn of Swamp left, my Rillaboom outspeeds their Annihilate, which then lets me play a 2 versus 1. And I can use Knockoff to remove the loaded dice, which is basically all of Dragonite's damage output. I fake out to force them to go down this turn. Here's Terra Blast. Okay, this is +5. Gets the KO. +6 superior. I couldn't go after Dragonite here because it could protect, and it also has multi-scale, so I couldn't split the targets. Go for Haze, so that's all of my boosts removed. However, it's too little too late here, because Annihilate comes back in, but the Swamp is still active. So even though I don't have grassy terrain, this Annihilate, even though it's Choice Scarf, is actually slower than even my Rillaboom. So I can attack either Pokemon here. I'm going to Terra Stellar, Terra Blast here to get the guaranteed KO. And I'm going to Drum Beating here. Lower their speed by 1. This is the power of Superior. If you allow it to get a couple boosts, it becomes really, really threatening. My opponent was smart to take out the Primarina. It was the main threat last game. However, in doing so, they allowed Superior to get just 1 Leaf Storm boost. But with that boost, because they were so focused on Primarina, we were able to get Swamp up and then just run away with the game. We get another boost here, get the KO on Annihilate. Here's Drum Beating. I'm doing this for 2 reasons. One, it lowers the speed, so that Incineroar should outspeed even after, if they get the KO this turn. It also will cancel out any boost from Scale Shot, which is good. Here's 1, 2. I guess we'll find out if I survive for 5. I should survive. Yeah, it did 30, under 30. Yeah. Okay, I survived 5 hits. That's great. Even without yeah, whatever. Still +1 superior. They're -1 defense now and their neutral speed. So I'm just going to keep hitting this thing with Drum Beating and Terra Blast. Swamp is gone, but Swamp more than did its job. We were able to use those Swamp turns to turn this game around. So let's go for Terra Blast and Drum Beating. They're -1 defense now. We're just going to try keeping them at -1 speed, or at least at neutral speed. And if they want to go for a KO, they have to let me drop their speed, or they have to take a +1 Terra Blast, which isn't that strong, but still, it's better than nothing, because eventually the goal is to win this with Incineroar with all their defense drops. +1/+1. Here's Drum Beating. Actually adding up. Dragon, yeah, with the amount of health the Dragonite has left, it's going to be very difficult for it to beat Incineroar in the end. They go for Scale Shot into Rillaboom. That's a good move in my opinion. Three, 4 times. I had no idea Terra Stellar, Terra Blast boost. It doesn't. It drops both your stats. But the reason why Superior can use it is because of the interaction that Contrary has with stat drops, giving me stat boosts instead. I may as well just make the same play again. If they let me hit both, I win. And if they Extreme Speed to KO Superior, then I get Incineroar in. Here's the Terra. Steel, okay. I expect this to be extreme speed into superior, although they actually just made themselves more weak to... Oh. Okay. They made themselves more weak to, I think they've given up, honestly. They're -2 defense as well, so I could probably just take the KO with Woodhammer, but I have a funny idea. Grass is gone. I could just win this with Woodhammer, but I could do a lot of things to win this. But I'm gonna go for Terra Blast and Drum Beating. Did they go for Extreme Speed? Okay. Awesome. Okay. I want to take the KO with a specific move. I hope I don't get the KO here. Oh yeah, I could Drum Beating my Superior. I never thought about that. KO? Okay, fine. I wanted to KO with Fire Pledge and Cineroar, but that's okay. All right, that's the end of Dragonite, and we somehow win against this truly nightmare matchup. Like a Cerulege that literally 3 of the Pokemon it was completely immune to. With Skeletor, Cerulege, it was completely immune to 2, and it very, very matched up well into 3, and it outsped Primarina. Yeah, I don't know how we won that. That's crazy. Yeah, but the Swamp is so strong. If you get the Swamp, the Swamp is so strong, and Superior is so strong. If it gets boosted, it's just so hard to let it get set up. Oh, they tear to get the grassy terrain healing. That makes sense. Yeah, Superior really popped off there. Yeah, we're really seeing the interactions of Stellar Superior here with Contrary. Yeah, I don't know how we won that. Oh, but that was a long, even though it was a 2-0, it still took a while. So there's only 6 matches. The next round will start soon, basically. Don't go anywhere. Record 2-0. How many rounds are there, by the way? How do I check? Hang on, wait. Schedule? 7 rounds. Okay, 7 rounds and then top cut. Excuse me. 5 matches left in this round. So Swamp is really interesting because normally the current competitive Pokemon like system, basically, most moves that interact with speed do one of 2 things. They either make it half as fast or make you twice as fast, doubling or halving, or they affect the speed stat. -1 speed is basically 2/3 of your original speed value. So like basically +1 speed is 1.5 times as fast. So basically most ways that affect speed, at least in you know 1 drop, and 2 drops is +2, -2. So most moves that affect speed do it with a multiplier of +2 or -2, which is 2 times as fast or half as slow. However, it used to be that Thunder Wave would set a Pokemon speed to 1/4 of what it was. Now that was obviously broken, so it was nerfed and changed to 1/2, which is how it currently works. But the pledges were introduced prior to Thunder Wave's nerf, and when Thunder Wave changed, the pledges didn't change. And so that's relevant here because if you use Grass Pledge and then Water Pledge, or Water Pledge and then Grass Pledge, if you use Grass and Water Pledge together, you create something called the Swamp. And what the Swamp does is if you hit a Pokemon with Grass Pledge plus Water Pledge, you actually have to hit something. Attacking it to protect doesn't count. But if you hit something with it, then it will cause the Pokemon, all of your opponent's Pokemon speed to be set to 1/4, which is the equivalent of -6 speed for the next 4 turns, which effectively is 3 turns because you don't get any value out of it in the first turn. But yeah. The Fire and Water pledges. Whoa, Vi, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Wow, it's really, really generous. Thank you very much. Super, super, super generous. Thanks so much. The Fire and Water pledge on this team is the worst one. It's the one with the most potential, I think. It creates the rainbow. And what the rainbow does is it doubles the it doubles the odds of all secondary effects. So you can do really mean stuff like this with this, like Rock Slide or like Serene Grace Togekiss, for example, which would have double flinch chance. But on this team, I almost ran Rock Slide on Blaziken, but I figured it was just so niche that it wasn't really worth it. The reason Blaziken is Fire Pledge is to enable a boosted Superior and to allow like basically the other thing about the pledges is that they skip speed order. So once the first Pokemon uses the pledge, the second Pokemon will ready the pledge right away. We actually saw this versus the Ceruledge last round, where the speed order was Annihilate, Superior, Ceruledge, Primarina. The turn started. I think Annihilate switched out. No, it used Coaching. Superior used Grass Pledge, and even though Ceruledge was faster than Primarina, I was able to then use Water Pledge right away onto the Ceruledge for a ton of damage. And I was able to use that to basically skip the turn order, and that's part of the reason why Blaziken's on this team, and part of the reason why it says Fire Pledge is to enable Pokemon that are slower than Blaziken but faster than the other Pokemon like Primarina and Superior. And the third thing is the Burning Field, which does it affect fire types, the Burning Field? I gotta look this up. Bulbapedia... Fire. Because I get it confused. Like I used to know how it worked 100%, but it was similar. It's similar to Gmax Wildfire. Fire Pledge and Grasp. All non-fire type. Okay, so it's basically a worse version of Gmax Wildfire. Because it does 1/8 of their HP. When in the wait, how do they make Gmax Wildfire legal? That thing did 1/6. Anyway, it's good to like break focus hashes basically. But my fire attackers, it basically can only be used as like a superior attack here since the other Pokemon are all physical. And you need it has to be like, in order for it to be really scary, it has to be Blaziken and superior, because the slower Pokemon always uses the combined move basically. Sorry, I'm texting because my friend's playing in a tournament and I'm trying to support, but I'm also live. So I'm trying to do two things at once. Whoa, huge donut from Just a Corgi. Thank you so much. Thank you. Whoa, that is so generous. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's really generous. I hope you're having a great day, and I really appreciate the support. I appreciate everybody just hanging out with me while I do this too. Just yeah, really grateful to have such a great community. What's the next tournament you're going to? Undecided. I've booked Toronto, but I booked it with cancelable flights, so we'll see how I'm feeling. I had a really hectic fall. Like just it was a lot. I was out of town 11 out of 12 consecutive weekends, and the weekend that I was in town, that was the weekend where there was a global challenge. I was also hosting the auction invitational, and I was hosting a Halloween party with my partner, and yeah, it was just like, it was all, that was the one weekend I was here. Every other weekend for the last 12 weeks, well, not the last 12 weeks, but 12 weeks following Worlds, more or less, I was out of town. So anyway, I'm trying to actually rest up. Four matches left in the round. The Electro team is from the auction invitational. Grass plus Grass Pledge doesn't do anything. Like, you have to use different pledges, otherwise they just work as individual moves. Does Defog remove the pledge terrains? I don't know, because they're never, Defog is not relevant in doubles and pledges aren't relevant in singles, so I actually have no idea. Next match will probably start, the next match will start when the current round ends. There are currently 4 matches left in the round, so I would expect $5 or 5 minutes. What starters are you running? You can see the 6 on the screen. It's this row with Superior. Yeah, I played a bit of the new TFT set actually, even though I'm supposed to be quitting. But I didn't like it very much. Hello, YouTube. Is you still playing TFT these days? Oh, that's funny. If so, are you liking the new set? Wow. I actually didn't like it. I've been playing a fair bit, actually. Just honestly, it's not good for me. I shouldn't be playing, but I've kind of just been so wiped that I've been, yeah, like not being very disciplined. So I have been playing. But I actually don't like the new set very much. I don't think it's, I really liked the last set, but I am not having a lot of fun with this one. So I think I'm going to stop playing. Yeah, 4 matches left still. Defog does not remove pledges. Justin, thank you for the 5 gifts as well. People are being really generous today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you very, very much. $5 to start the next round right now. Dog, I can't. It's not. I'm not the host of this tournament. I have to wait till the round finishes. There's only 3 matches left, so it should hopefully be soon. Luigi is not very good, but you can use it. Like, it's not unusable. I haven't played TCG Pocket. I'm not really interested in it. I think
something from
I'm not very interested in League of Legends either. Sorry.
Like this before next month.
Thank you, Justin. Really appreciate it.
It's
Every time.
slow kind of shipping or something. Never used AliExpress.
Yeah.
All Pokemon and competitive play are set to level 50 automatically, so you can have your Pokemon be level 1 or level 100. It doesn't matter.
Good stuff. Can't really shine.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Arcane, but it's on my list. I am intending to.
I'm really hating Musk and Elon.
I'm not sure there's going to be an Orlando Regionals this year. I don't think all the events are announced, but I don't think it's currently announced.
Electronics or pieces or anything.
Why Skeletor's over Hisuian Typhlosion? In order for Hisuian Typhlosion to be good, you need to have support for it, and I don't have the support for it.
No, but the threat of them has forced other countries to put.
I am using all starters on purpose. It is the other players will not have all
Trump
starters.
promised he was going to do the tariffs, and then
You can pause a live stream. You can do it on YouTube. You can.
Canada is already.
It's one of the things I like about watching. Well, I don't really watch many streams, but I was watching the Sacramento Regionals, and I was watching on YouTube, so I could pause if I wanted, and then it's easier to go back.
It feels like something you can just enact on a whim, as in I don't see why it would be like there's momentum behind it, so you have to do it.
Am I interested in Marvel? I don't know. I really liked. I was watching during the Infinity War. I watched all the movies up through Endgame and like at the end of the pandemic. I watched some of the shows. A lot of the shows. I was at one point into it, but I haven't watched in a long time. I think the last one I saw was the Spider-Man movie, the most recent one, and I haven't watched a lot. I hadn't watched a couple a bit before then. I haven't watched since.
Looking good.
Welcome, thanks for joining the channel. By the way, if y'all want to support, I do recommend the Patreon. You get 2 to 3 bonus videos a month there, as well as all my team reports, and so it's better bang for your buck in my opinion if you do want to support. Of course, I'm grateful for support on all platforms, but yeah, that's my recommendation because yeah, it's like a bunch of extra videos. It has a more focus on competitive play, but there is still obviously it's still entertaining, of course, but it's more a focus on education and teaching and talking about high level content, content that you can't really get elsewhere. Oh my gosh, Vi, $100 Canadian dollars. Thank you so much. I've loved Pokemon for 25 years now, but your videos actually made me in the battling side of it for the first time. Thanks for the great content. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Those are very kind words. And yeah, Pokemon, especially competitive Pokemon, has had such a huge impact on my life that it's really meaningful to me to be able to share that with other people. I've met such incredible people through this game, and I mean, it's really, even if it wasn't my job, which I'm very lucky that it is, it's really shaped my life in so many ways. Even before I did YouTube or quit my job to do this full time, it just had such a huge impact on me, and it really means a lot to me that I can at least give other people the opportunity to get into that and see if it's something that will be meaningful for them as well. Of course, it's not for everybody, and I have been very fortunate, but yeah, no, I really appreciate the kind words, and I'm glad you're enjoying your time here. Hey Wolf, is there a way to send you viewers teams and you maybe grade them or give your opinion on them? I have the top tier in my Patreon. Once a month I will review my viewers teams. I recommend giving me 3 weeks in advance, basically, because I don't offload it obviously, but that means that I have to I have to go, like, it takes me a while because I have to, like, it's not easy to give good feedback when you haven't used a team, right? So I have to really think things through pretty, like, intentionally. Three matches left still. What was my job before YouTube? I worked as a consultant for a little over about a year and a half at a big consulting company for the government. I didn't like it very much, and I wasn't a very good employee. Two matches left. Are you looking forward to VGC going back to Rig G next year? Or wish it was something different? My opinion is that, like, I don't really think about what I want the format to be, because wishing it was something else it's useless, right? It doesn't do anything. It's going to be what it's going to be. Like, for me, VGC is a game about accepting things as they are, not wanting them to be a different way. That's just Pokemon in general, in my opinion, at least. So, like, it's just part of my mentality that, yeah, that, like, wishing it was different isn't actually gonna do anything. That's just my opinion, though. Like, obviously other people feel differently. I'm not saying that this is, like, the right way of doing things. It's just my way of doing things. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Huh? Let's see how many matches are left. 2 matches left. Getting close. I go lurk? Oh, you'll see next weekend. Thoughts on big Pikachu banning Incineroar again? It doesn't seem to be happening. Daily hair routine. I was showered last night, and then I comb my hair back, and I comb it straight back like this, and then I let it dry sometimes, and then I go to bed. Sometimes I don't let it dry. Heidi, so first off, I love your content. I've been wanting to try tournaments. How would you recommend starting and finding online tournaments? So the website that I use, if you look up hang on, what's the one that I'm using? It's play.limitlesstcg.com. If you look up Limitless Pokemon, it might come up. There's kind of 2 versions. There's like the archive version, and then there's like the tournament version. They have a pretty easy to use filter. It's like you put in your game, TCG or VGC, your rules, like if you want to play online, etc. That's how I find tournaments. Limitless is really, really great for online tournaments. There is also something different for locals, but you didn't ask about that. What is this bang for your buck package for Patreon? I pay the $10 pack, but always wondered if the more expensive ones are worth it. I set it up so that the best bang for your buck is the $10 tier, where for $5 you get, well, maybe it's technically I think the $10 tier. $5 gets you 2 extra videos a month. $10 gets you the ability, it gets you 3 extra videos a month. You get the metagame breakdown in addition to the reaction video and the monthly video that's voted on. And then you also get all the team reports, and you also get abilities to vote on the month's videos. The higher tiers are for people who want specific things. Like, for example, if you want a team review, then the only way you can get that is the top tier. But the thing that made the most sense for me is that the best value is in the $10 tier, and then the higher tiers are for people who want more. The $25 tier allows you to submit your topics for videos for the month, as well as you get some behind the scenes stuff and a couple other things. And then the top tier, you get everything below, plus the ability to submit your teams for feedback every month. But the way that I set it up was that I wanted to be like I wanted people to be like, holy cow, for just $10 I get all this. So I set it up that way. But for $5 you also get like a fair bit as well. Like, you get 2 videos a month, and yeah, occasional other things as well. I forget. Anyway, so that was my idea for setting it up. Like, I didn't want anybody to feel dissatisfied with how much they were, like, with what they were getting for what they were paying. Welcome back, Mike. Yeah, welcome back to the game. How's score so far? You can kind of see it in the top left. We're 2-0. Are you looking forward to ZA? I am as a fan, not necessarily as a content creator. If you could add a restricted mod to your Toad Score Wheezing team, who would you add? Caloric Shadow. Assuming nobody else can use restricteds, that is. But probably Caloric Shadow regardless. Also, Incineroar we're winning more regionals than you. It's not fair. Not a fair comparison. I don't know if Incineroar's rate of winning regionals is better than me. Yeah, it definitely is. Never mind. Thanks very much, Nat. I really appreciate the kind words. One match left. So if you have tabbed out, get ready. Go refill your water. Go use the bathroom because next round is going to be starting soon, baby. Thanks. Thank you for the kind words, Fraggle. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Am I Sigma? I don't know. Am I Sigma? Does it matter? I haven't played Pokemon Go since 2016. Is Gardevoir any good in Martin for GC? Not right now. The only ROM hack that I might play is Platinum Kaizo if it ever comes out. I do not play Minecraft. But I recently became friends with some like people who are like streamers. Well, specifically Miyung. She's so sweet. But I guess as streamers you play a lot of video games, right? And so she was like, do you want to play Minecraft? And I was like, I don't really like Minecraft, but I would like, it's good to have an like an activity to do with your friends. You know what I mean? So I might maybe I'll be playing some Minecraft, but I'm really bad in it. Also, all the matches are done. So actually it's going to be starting any second. Do you still have Buggy? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Am I going to Toronto? TBDB. I have a flight booked, but it's cancelable. Cancelable. How many people are on your team for making content? Oh, like 20 ish, and it grows pretty regularly. Where do you buy your wigs? I'm going bald. Look at me. I'm balding. Well, I'm not balding. I'm going bald. Just taking a while. Thank you very much, Andy. I appreciate the kind words in the dono. Yeah, it wasn't a Minecraft. I actually won a Minecraft tournament, though. I think I is doing a lot of heavy lifting there. Do you wear wigs? No, I do not. Did you get to play on Alphared's Minecraft server a couple years ago? I did not. All right, next round is up. This person's name is Swamp. I think this is a sub. Oh, man. Wait, what is this? Wait, I can't tell the gender signs apart.